Virginia are connecting members of an East Coast biker gang to an assault and a shooting that happened at a hookah lounge in Prince William County.
And tonight, a number of suspects are in jail. This after a multi-state raid. Fox 5's Nana Sinubonsu in Woodbridge to break this all down for us tonight. Hi, Nana.
Hey, so this morning, Prince William County Police, along with Fairfax County Police, State Police, ATF, and U.S. Marshals, arrested almost a dozen people who they believe are connected to a motorcycle gang called Wheels of Soul. Now, investigators say these bikers were involved in a shooting and fight that happens right here outside of Babylon Cafe in April. Now, around 1 in the morning on April 13th, Prince William County police officers were called to this shopping plaza on Golansky Boulevard about a fight that turned into a shootout. When officers arrived, they found a 42-year-old man who had been badly assaulted but refused to cooperate. Through further investigation, police learned that the incident started as some kind of altercation inside the bar. They say members of the biker club dragged the man outside and beat him. The victim's acquaintance came outside to confront the group, and police say that's when at least 80 rounds were fired and one of the suspects were shot. Through an extensive investigation with regional partners and the Philadelphia Police Department, officers were able to identify suspects of this gang and make about a dozen arrests today. Our sister station in Philadelphia captured FBI agents raiding Wheels of Soul's clubhouse there. 5 of the suspects arrested in Virginia live in Prince William County. The others reside in Stafford, Falls Church, and other parts of southeastern Virginia.
There's other people that go to these establishments that could have been involved in this. Obviously, the building itself was struck. It's in a shopping center, and obviously at that time, there's not too many businesses that are open. But there are other people likely inside the establishment. There are people driving by the establishment. And when you have a melee, essentially a melee of gunfire that's happening, the odds of someone who not even being involved in this and bystander being hit, is very high.
Now, Prince William County Police Chief Peter Newsham released a statement saying, quote, "This should also send a clear message to businesses operating in the county that they must do so safely and within the law, otherwise law enforcement action can be taken." As you can see, Babylon is closed, and we're learning that they've actually been closed since the shooting in April. Police tell us they revoked their live entertainment permit as well as their alcohol license. We're told the search is still on for about 4 suspects, and the ones that are in custody right now, they're facing a number of charges, including abduction. That's for forcibly dragging that victim out of here, as well as gun charges and gang charges. Guys.
Manassas man accused of murdering his wife returns to court today for a motion hearing. Investigators believe Naresh Bhatt killed and dismembered Mamta Coughley last summer. Police say she disappeared on July 31st but wasn't reported missing until days later. Today, detectives have yet to find Mamta's body. Bhatt faces charges for murder and concealment of a dead body.
Tonight, a well-known professor at Georgetown law has been found guilty of assaulting his wife among several other charges. This is far from his first run-in with the law.
Fox 5's Sydney Persing live at Georgetown Law tonight, digging into this case following the jury's verdict. Sydney.
Yeah, well, guys, this guy was actually a convicted bank robber. Once he got out of prison, he went on to become a pretty successful attorney and even a professor here at Georgetown Law. And we know that when Sean Hopwood would teach criminal law, he would often reference his own experience, his own time behind bars. And today, a jury of his peers decided that is exactly where he belongs yet again. Sean Hopwood, still listed on Georgetown Law's website as a professor tonight, has been found guilty by a jury of his peers for beating his wife and obstructing justice. Interim U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro announced the verdict Friday afternoon.
Ironically, Hopwood is on the faculty of Georgetown Law School, where he teaches criminal law.
Hopwood spent nearly 11 years in federal prison for robbing banks, but went on to become a successful D.C. attorney who worked in criminal justice reform and taught at Georgetown. His unlikely comeback story earned him profiles on 60 Minutes and in the Washington Post.
He is an individual who is parading around as a prison reform activist. a batterer who left his handprints on his wife's face and the mother of his children, a batterer who left his wife with a black eye.
Hopwood was arrested late in 2023, accused of beating his wife during an argument in front of their children and then ordering her to remain in the basement. Prosecutors alleged he abused her for years and say he then obstructed justice when he, after his arrest, pressured his wife and kids to leave the DMV, made them stay with a guy he met in federal prison and not show up to trial. In a statement, a Georgetown Law spokesperson told Fox 5 in part, Georgetown Law respects the judicial system and this jury's decision. Domestic violence is horrific and antithetical to our values as an institution. Sean Hopwood remains on leave from his position as a professor, and we will review the matter and follow all applicable personnel processes.
He was brought on to the faculty in a celebration of second chances. Mr. Sean Hopwood does not deserve any more chances.
And Pirro said that Hopwood faces a minimum of 5.5 years behind bars. His sentencing is scheduled for September 18th. Guys.
Next story comes with a warning because the details of which might be difficult to hear, but it's important we share this information with you tonight. A Montgomery County Peeping Tom is in jail again, this time without bond for alleged sex crimes, including child porn.
And police say that there actually could be more victims out there. Fox 5's Nana Bonsu is at Westville Montgomery Mall in Bethesda with the very latest. Hi, Nana.
Hey, Jim and Angie, good evening. So this one is a tough one. So this investigation began here at Montgomery Mall back in the spring. A man was arrested for allegedly recording a 15-year-old in the dressing room. So he was arrested but let out on bond. Well, through further investigation, this man, the suspect, Javier Morales, who lives in Rockville, is facing more than 40 counts of child porn and cruelty to animals. Back in May, police arrested the 32-year-old for recording a 15-year-old girl that was trying on clothes in an Urban Outfitters dressing room. The incident happened in April, and he was arrested in May, but released on bond. Investigators were able to get a search warrant to go through his phone, and that's when they found over 20 videos of child porn. Now, according to court documents shared with Fox 5 DC, Montgomery County Police believe that some of those videos were produced by Morales himself with a young victim. In addition to the images and videos of children, investigators also located at least 4 videos of Morales engaging in sexual acts with a small white dog that belonged to the family. Tonight, police say they're very concerned that there could be additional victims.
This is important because we don't know whether or not he has harmed anyone. We have these videos. We know that he was allegedly recording a 15-year-old in a changing room. We don't know if there are other victims and if he has actually physically harmed someone. And that's why we're asking for people to come forward. Anyone who may have encountered him in a negative way, anyone who may have information regarding any activity regarding the suspect, we are asking them to come forward.
Again, guys, this is a very sensitive investigation. One, it involves children and a minor that police believe was known to the suspect, a very young minor at that. Tonight, he is being held in jail with no bond. And just like you heard from police, they're asking anyone, if you recognized him, if you've seen him, if you spoke to him, they want to hear from you.
This morning, the search continues for a man who exposed himself inside of a Target store in Fairfax County. Surveillance photos show the suspect dressed in a red cap, a black shirt, and shorts. Take a good look at this photo on your screen here. Police say he flashed a woman and a child. This happened inside the Target store on Richmond Highway in Groveton on June 30th.